Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Ladymicsathome and this is Lady Mix at Home. Mix at Home. Welcome to my channel. So today we're going to have a one card pull. This can serve as your guide card or your prompt card or your message for today, tomorrow, and the next. This will activate as you receive this message or as you receive this video, as you listen to it. And if this resonates with you, please take it with you and let this be your guide at the same time. If it does not resonate with you, you can share it to others whom you think would need this message. Now, when we say it activates as you receive it, at the right time, at the right moment, you receive it because you yourself will need it. Okay, that's how it goes. Oh, it's a pop-up card. Okay, so we'll take it as is. Later on, we'll tackle it up. Okay, so let's start with your one card pull for the day. Okay, so this is Seven of Swords. Seven of Swords is a very good card when we talk about standing firm or standing your ground for whatever it is that you are undergoing, or let's just say when you are in this journey towards self-discovery and mastery and you're trying to focus on this journey, and there are other things that are coming up in your mind that is saying that, oh, you still have responsibility in this, you need to tackle this up, you need to solve this problem, you need to focus on this problem for a while, and never mind that is just an ordinary thing to do. Never mind about that personal discovery or mastery. It doesn't matter at all. You won't earn a thing on that, so you have to tackle this first because you need this. You need the money. You need everything else that you need to do, discover. Need to do, tackle it up, resolve the problems and all. You need to learn this and that and that and that. So this journey that you are in, the self-discovery, it looks like you need to stand your ground for it. This is a personal journey. This is your journey toward who you really are, discovering the real truth of who you are, not just who you are right now or about the title that you have, the skills that you have. For example, you are called as, just for example, you're called as a teacher, and actually you're not really a teacher, but because my mom is a teacher, my father is a teacher, and everybody else is a teacher, and everybody else is telling me you be a teacher too, so that is your calling as a teacher. But there is something inside you that is lurking inside you and then just waiting to get out, and that is what we're going to find out. That is for most of us, it's because we do not see who we really are, and we do not give that chance to ourselves. That's why we cannot find who we are. Our careers are different. Who you are is different. It may also be that your career is this, but this is who you are. Your life purpose can be not this, but this, and you did not fulfill this to yourself. That's why a lot of people have unfinished business. Unfinished business, not because you haven't done your part as a parent or so. An unfinished business because there is something lurking inside, the true self that is lurking, that is waiting for the time, for the right moment, that you look inside yourself and then see, oh my gosh, there you are. And you need to get out of that room. You need to get out, and I'm going to help you get out. Okay, so my dear, you need to stand your ground for this. My lights are flickering. My gosh. But nevertheless, you need to stand your ground. Okay? You need to stand your ground. You tell yourself, no, I may do this in 2 hours a day, or maybe an hour a day for myself. You need to give importance also in this adventure, because this is yours. This is personally your adventure. Okay, you stand your ground for this. I think it's about time that you have to say, no, I am going to give this a very important attention also, as I give an important attention to other things in my life. And this I need for myself. You deserve this. Okay? Just stand your ground, and this adventure will surely give you a fresh new start, and that definitely will give you an energy that you need for the rest of your life. Stand your ground for that. Now we're going to clarify what is it in your department, in your personal department, that needs that standing ground, that needs that saying, no, I need to do this. This is the right thing to do because it is. It is for me, and I need this as a break, and I deserve this. Okay? This is a personal journey, so it doesn't really tackle much on the outside forces. Not yet, but this is more focused on the inside. Okay? So let's see which department does this Seven of Sword give you the idea that you have to stand your ground. Okay. Let's see. Oh, it's your wealth. It's the idea of a good start in your finances, in your wealth. Okay. This is more on the earthly. This is more on the material world. Okay. So we are talking about the things that you want to manifest, or the things that you already have manifested. In the material world, you need to balance them. In the health portion, maybe this is about health. When you say wealth, it sometimes referred to as health at the same time, or maybe the finances, the assets, the things that you own. And you need to focus on this new thing that is going to make your life more of value in terms of abundance and success. Maybe this thing is you have intended for this, you have wished for this, and you want this. And because of this great idea, or this great thing that is new to you about your wealth, abundance, prosperity, and all here in the material world, okay, I will just talk to you about later the connection between the spiritual to the mental to the physical. Okay, but this time we're going to talk about this seven of swords, something that is in your mind that you need to tackle, that you need to focus yourself on this great new thing, and not disturb your focus, because this is very important. This is something that you have wished for, and this is it. This is a fresh new start, and you need to stand your ground for it, that this has value in the things that you want in life. You have to stand your ground, fix your mind, and focus more on how this great start will create its roots and foundation, that when you plant it in the right soil, these roots will creep down, will go down, and then automatically it will automatically get the resources it needs to grow and flourish. This is something that is connected to the divine, something that is connected in the material world, but then it is also in between both material and the divine, the spiritual, that you are implanting that root, the root to where it will stand and grow and flourish. And this is something that you want, that you need to stand your ground, that you need to focus on, that unwavering decision of creating a good foundation out of this blessing, or out of this resources, or out of this abundance and dream the wealth that you want, you are also creating this very strong foundation in your mind that you want a fresh start that will root down to the deepest soil and multiply into abundance. You want to focus on your wealth. You want to stand your ground because a part of your self discovery is that you discover how you're going to stand your ground, starting from what you think, starting from your mind, how you focus, how you will not let anybody disturb you. Sometimes the Seven of Swords would mean that you are also protecting your assets, this fresh start, this new idea, this wealthy, abundant, and prosperous idea of wealth. You are protecting it from other people who might want to get it from you. That's why it is good to root it out, create those roots, plant it on the right soil so that it will grow, create a good foundation, and nobody else can get that away from you. Always remember, Seven of Cups from sometimes mean you have to stand your ground because you are going to protect this. You need to create something to make this or create a good foundation with this. Do not be afraid that others would get this from you, away from you, because what is yours is always yours. What is your treasure is always yours. You just have to claim them. That's what I believe. What is yours is always yours. If you don't claim it, it will go for another cycle. That's why sometimes we have instances in our lives that repeat. Okay, so we'll tackle that up later. Okay, not later, soon in another video. So you are being prompted, guided, or given the message to stand your ground on this great thing that you are creating roots and good foundation. Do not be afraid because this will not be lost. This will not lose its way. This will also be not taken away from you as long as you create the roots and plant it on the right grounds. Okay? Okay, let's do this. This was a pop-up card, and this is the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. The 8 of... No, this is not the 8 of Cups. This is the 10 of Cups. This is the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. This is the 10 of Cups. This is your ultimate happiness with your family and with your close ties with your loved ones. This is what you are waiting for. So if this is that very important thing that you are creating or that is coming to you or that is already in you, that is fresh, that is new, if this is what you're waiting for, the ultimate happiness, then it would really be a great idea to stand your ground for it, protect it, create roots, put it on the right soil so that it will have a good foundation, that it will not be uprooted just by any other natural, unnatural, or any other force. The more that you stand your ground, because this is your ultimate happiness. Yeah. Okay. So let's have an inspiration. Something that can help you along the way to remind you of the Seven of Swords, that you need to create that good foundation. Because the more that you do, because it is your great big thing, it is something that you are waiting for. This is something that you are really dreaming of. Yeah. And don't worry. Just create the right roots, plant it on the right soil. It will be unmovable. It will just grow and flourish. Okay. So here we go. This is the witch's bones. This also pertains on the foundation in the witch's tarot. This is the anatomy of the witch. Okay, when you talk about the bones, the witch's bones, anatomically speaking, even in dance, your body cannot just stand or move, maybe move a while if you don't have the bones. You need the bones to be able to stand firm, to be able to move without so much wavering. You need your bones to be strong. The bones in the body of a person is the foundation. You have strong bones, good. You don't have a weak bone structure, that's good. Because your body, your tissues, your body, and all your other organs will hang on that bone structure. They will hang on that bone structure, that whatever it is, big, small, uh, tall, tall or wide, or whatever structure the bones have, because it's very unique. It is the foundation of one human form. And that is what you are creating here, the roots, and you plant it on the right soil. This is your ultimate happiness, and that's why you need to stand your ground for it. Protect it from other people who might steal it away from you. Who might. Okay? But don't think too much of that other people might steal it from you. And oh my gosh, my mind is playing tricks on me. So not too much, you might go into the Nine of Swords by then. We don't want the Knight of Swords. Okay? So this is also telling you, when you face the day, you remember your bones. Your bones are the structure of your human form. And that, my friend, is also the clue of what foundation you're going to build here as a bone structure. When you build a house, you need a good foundation for your house, from ground to up. This is also from ground to up. This is also from ground to up. From in to out. From ground to up. Okay, always remember, from in to out, from ground to up. Okay, so this is it. From in to out, from ground to up. Okay, that's good. You will always remember that you need to stand your ground for it, because you have a body. I bet you have. And you always remember you have bones, and that's what you need for this ultimate happiness to stand firm, ultimate happiness to not just wither away. You need to make a good foundation of it. Okay, your motivational quote for the day. When I connect to the spiritual realm, I open the door to receive divine guidance, clear direction, and great wisdom. What a very good motivational quote or message. Okay, let's decipher. When I connect to the spiritual realm, that is what I said about the spirit, the spiritual, the mind, and the physical. When I connect to the spiritual realm, I open the door to receive divine guidance. Divine guidance is what we are having right now. It is a guidance for you to create that foundation from in to out, from down to up, from in to out, because this is what you want. Okay, divine guidance, clear directions on how you're going to do that. This picture itself, you create first the foundation, plant it on the right soil. This itself, you create a good foundation in your bones, the calcium that it needs. Yeah, okay, so that will be strong also. The clear direction and great wisdom. So everybody needs this. We need the knowledge, the great wisdom, the direction, and the guidance. That is why this is the sword. So your great wisdom, the divine guidance, the great wisdom, and the direction. If you see, there are 3 swords going down, like as if you're planting it on the ground. You are creating a good foundation. You're going to strike it down on the right soil. The 3 of them, the one that is shorter, the one on the side and on the side. We also have others there, but it cannot be seen that visually, that clear. But let's just take this as a message, spiritual, divine guidance, the clear direction to where you're going to do that, whatever you're going to do about it. That's the direction. And then the great wisdom, the how. Actually, we're going to tackle the how later on my other videos. So the how, or let's say the wisdom on what it is, the knowledge on what it is, and its capacity. Knowing what this is can also give you that clarity on how you're going to create a good foundation out of this. Because without the knowledge, the wisdom, without the knowledge of what this is, you cannot create a good foundation for that. Okay, so this is a good message. When I connect to the spiritual realm, I open the door to receive divine guidance, clear direction, and great wisdom. So take this with you, that even if you receive this now, and after a month, just in a spur of a moment, you stumble in this again, maybe you need this in another moment again. But this is a good set of cards that will give you clarity, will give you what you need to do in something that is of great value to you, creating a good foundation from in to out and from down to up, and connecting with this divine thing to have the knowledge, the guidance that you need, the direction that you need. So I don't think this is something that is just an ordinary prompt card, guide card, or message from today, tomorrow, or the next. This is something that is tailored on if you receive this and there's something in your life that needs it, especially when it comes to self-discovery and mastery. Because you are mastering how you handle things. You are mastering the power that is within you, that you can do these things, that you can connect to the divine and receive messages and knowledge and wisdom that you thought for the past years in your life. I don't know if you've done this for yourself. Maybe you've done this in your job, but for yourself, have you? So please take a look into yourself in your discovery of your strength, on how you're going to protect the things that you want in life, how you're going to create a good foundation from down to up, from in to out, and how you're going to connect to the divine and then receive the knowledge, the wisdom, and the direction. So thank you very much for watching, and please do not forget to subscribe and put a like, click the like icon, and maybe comment down below on what you think this is, if you can relate this to any part of your life, especially in your personal journey toward discovering who you are. Please comment down below. I would really love to hear a story from you. And thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. Okay, so thank you very much for watching again. Bye for now.